Where's my timer? I think we're on, but I can't. There we go. I see now. 8 seconds. So hi everybody. This is where it comes to be the novice in me comes out. You think I would know how this all works, but so good evening. I'm so glad you're here. We are going to be talking about Young Living supplements tonight. So get out some notes. There will be some images that come up so you can jot down some things. I will be putting the images that we're going to share into the Facebook event, and then you'll probably see them floating around Pinterest as well. So giving you a 411 here on how Spreecast works. First of all, I'm Susan Heid. Welcome, and then I'm being joined by Candice, and we'll hop into introducing ourselves in just a second. But for those who are new to Spreecast, you can see we're going to be both here on the screen, but we're going to be sharing images, and they will go on to the screen of your computer, and you can you'll see there's a little center spot where you can move them so you can still see us speaking if you'd like. Then if you double click on the image, you can actually blow it up and it will open another screen on your web browser. So it'll be bigger for you to take a look at. So you'll see already people are saying hello in the chat bar over there. So you are welcome to say hello. We'd love it to see who is watching. And then also you are welcome to ask questions tonight as we go through some of the material. Obviously, we are not doctors. We are not experts here. We're sharing information. So it may be that we don't have the answer for you. But if we can find it out, we can check it out. So, they can hear the echo. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Can you turn the volume down on your end, Candice? Maybe that will be helpful.
Is that any better?
So, so let me just finish. So for you guys listening, Spreecast usually works really good if you wear like the headset with the speaker in, because then you're not getting the feedback. And unfortunately, I did not give that information to Candice, and so we may have to go through this as best we can. So my apologies for that, but we will get her hooked up on the next time. So yeah. So it is better, they said. So we will, okay. Hopefully you can still hear though, because you need to hear when it's your turn to chat. Okay. So anyway. Okay, so yes, so over on that sidebar, you are welcome to ask questions and chat. Please be aware that we are going to be monitoring the questions for compliance. So we cannot diagnose, treat, or prescribe anything here per the FDA guidelines, and we take that very seriously, and we like to operate within our integrity. Like I said, we are not the experts, and so you will want to go and use your reference material to be able to look up some of the information that we're going to highlight tonight as well, and then give you some key words that will be really helpful for you to check as well as we go in. So that is a little bit about Spreecast and how it operates. Then we are going to be talking about, I think it's 11 Young Living supplements tonight. We're going to talk about how to use them and some of the properties that would have you seeking out these supplements, and then also kind of give you a little bit of information on how we have used them with some personal experience as well, because I think that is really helpful. We can all, read the product guide or the catalog or look online, but when you can get a little bit of information, it is really easy to, make some decisions about maybe some things that could be helpful for, your daily routine. So I do want to introduce Candace Cambree. So she is here tonight. This is her first Spreecast that we're doing. So make sure you welcome her. Yay! So this is a big step out for a lot of people who aren't internet and, being, for me, it was a big step when I did it, 2.5 years ago. But this is a big deal. So yay, Candace! So let me share a little bit about Candace, because I'm so excited that she's here joining me tonight. She's an incredible silver leader with Young Living, and she has 4 little kids, and I love seeing her. I saw one running around there just a minute ago, but she's a great mom, and she has been using Young Living, and their family has had tremendous results. And I love that she is a great resource for those in, her sphere of influence, helping them in a journey of wellness with their families as well. So she's a real inspiration to me in the way that she just cares and has a genuine heart for helping other people. So I'm so glad you are here tonight, Candace.
Well, thank you. I'm excited to be here and a little nervous, but I'm grateful that I get to do it beside Susan. So most people know Susan. She is a platinum leader with Young Living, but she's a wife. She's a mom. She is all about empowering us on our wellness journey. And I think that's what I appreciate most about Susan is that she's all about empowering us and giving us the resources and the education we need as we are making decisions for our family and our wellness. And her willingness to share her own wellness journey has really impacted my family and thousands of other families and people. So I am super excited to get to be here and share these as well. So enough about us. We can we can move on to the supplements.
Yeah.
And can you guys hear me okay? Because I have turned myself down.
I can hear you great. So
Okay.
I think
Okay,
your
perfect.
end is
All right.
perfect. It's just me. So I'll just be quiet.
Okay, so first up, we're going to talk about inner defense. So inner defense reinforces your systematic defenses. It creates an unfriendly terrain for yeast and fungus. It promotes healthy respiratory function, and it contains oregano, thyme, thieves, we all love thieves, and lemongrass. So it's a liquid soft gel. It dissolves really quickly to give you those maximum results. And this is one that we usually take, especially in the winter months, maybe once a day. But sometimes you'll notice as you get more in tune, I guess, with your body and what your body might be needing, there are times where you know that your body and your immune system might like a little extra support. And that's a great time to start taking maybe 3 to 5 of these a day is kind of what I do. And so this is one that we don't want to be without, especially in a house with lots of little ones. And it's a great one. And it's one that we like to keep an extra bottle on hand because when you want it, when you need it, you don't want to be without this one.
That is so true. So I'm going to add, because I use it a little bit differently, and that's what's so great, I think, is that you are able to introduce different supplements to your body, and then you can kind of look up those properties. So, I mean, you know that you can look up in your reference material some of those essential oils and find the properties and what makes them so beneficial for your body and your wellness. So when I get that feeling that I need to have some inner defense, I typically taper. So I will take 2 capsules and then take another 2 capsules about 3 hours later, and then take another 3 or 2 capsules another like 3 hours later, and then another 2 capsules, within like a 12-hour period. I like amp it up if I am, in that situation. And then the next day I taper it down. So it just, you know what? It's kind of whatever you find that is really helpful. So, and I will agree with what Candace says. This is one when you need it, you don't want to be without it. And so in our family of 6, we have 4 bottles that are in our cupboard at all times because it is not one that you want to be waiting for the Federal Express man to bring. So we are going to chat about master formula. So I will give you right now that this one I have not personally tried. So this is new that came out in August at convention. Oops, did the graphic go away? Oh, I can't pop it up again. Oh, well, that's okay. So I will pop this one up here. There we go. That is the nutritional elements on master formula. So, oh, good. So we have some people that have taken it. So I just have not taken it. And I'll be really quite frank with you. that this one is considerably more money than what I have ever spent on a multivitamin, and so that has kind of had me a little hesitant on picking this one up and trying it. But I have read fabulous results from some other people. So let me just talk to you a little bit about what makes Master Formula so different. So it naturally supports the general health and well-being for the body. It has a gut flora supporting prebiotics. So if you aren't familiar with prebiotics, Google that term and you're going to find out a little bit more information on why that is really helpful for your body. The ingredients help neutralize free radicals in the body. So free radicals is not what you want. I mean, that's what antioxidants are for in your body too. So that's another term you can look up. So this includes antioxidants, which also Ningxia Red is really high in antioxidants, vitamins, minerals, and other food-based nutrients. So something to keep in mind if you're using another brand of multivitamin is, and I learned this and I didn't know it before I kind of, started this journey on wellness and really looking at how I could support my body, is that if you're taking a multivitamin, please make sure that it is from whole food sources and not just manufactured in a laboratory, because that really does make a difference on how your body can use that which you are giving it. So that is really key, and this is one of the components that makes this multivitamin really special, is that it is made as a food-based nutriment. This one is also pre-packaged, so it's really like a no-brainer. You can just pull out the sachet, and it's going to be broken down. There's 3 of them, and then you can just take it on the go with you, or you can, put it in your purse, or just take it and leave it on the counter in little piles for everybody too. So, and then it has a high potency vegan vitamin D3. And then one of the things I found really interesting is that if you've been hearing all of the rage about turmeric and getting turmeric in your diet, this has turmeric in it. So when you are looking at the nutrients here that are included, you can see that listed there, as well as many other elements that are really good. So I found that to be really powerful as I was getting ready for this class tonight, because I did not know that. And then there are some other elements that you could look up these properties and see why they would be really good for your body too. Cardamom, clove, fennel, ginger, it's great. So I probably will be trying this and seeing if I can really maybe cut out some of the other supplements. I noticed that this one was really good in I was comparing it to the omega Jis, which we're going to talk about. So it could be that you could take this and maybe not have to take omega Jis. So you could be, kind of replacing some, even though this one is a more costly supplement, it may be fulfilling some of the other needs that you have as well. So, so that is Master Formula. So, and it is a great companion with Life 5, and that is not one we're going to talk about tonight. So, so just make sure that you know a little bit about Life 5 and how probiotics work and how they can be beneficial too. So, let's see, I feel like I'm talking a lot, but I got the next one, and then you get to talk, Candice. So, digest and cleanse. So this one is on the promo for this month. So there's probably a lot of people that are getting it and aren't really sure what to do with it. So this one is great for soothing the gastrointestinal system. And if you have any, occasional upset tummy or any issues there, it does support a healthy digestion, soothes the bowel, prevents gas, prevents occasional indigestion and abdominal pain. It stimulates the stomach secretion, which aids digestion. And it can be used with any cleansing program. So this is just one of those ones that I think is really handy to have, because there are going to be different times, that your stomach is going to cause you a little discomfort that can maybe occasional. And when you have something that is all natural that you can incorporate, I think it really is beneficial. And so it's great that you can get this one for free this month. So I have taken this on occasion when, I think women are more sensitive to digestive issues, I think sometimes than men. But if I get that feeling like something is about to go down, then I will pop one or two of these with food or just as needed. If it's even after a meal, I would be doing that too. So Digest and Cleanse, you can get it for free this month and have it on hand. So it's great. So. Are you up for talking about essential zymes?
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
So weird. I can't hear you at all. Okay. So essential zyme. I'm glad you all can hear me. I can't hear you. I feel like I'm in my own little world. Essential zyme is one that I think is really cool. This one is specially formulated to improve and balance your digestive health. It stimulates overall enzyme activity to combat the modern diet, which I think we're all guilty of or victims of maybe. It contains tarragon, peppermint, anise, fennel, and clove essential oils. To improve your overall enzyme activity, and it reduces pancreatic stress and it supports healthy pancreatic function. So one thing that I think is so cool, I just went to a Young Living event last month and I got to see firsthand what Essential Zyme does. Haley Chambers had a bowl of steel cut oatmeal from her breakfast that morning, and she opened an Essential Zyme capsule and sprinkled it over that oatmeal and let it sit all day. And that evening, by the time we all got there, she showed us that bowl of oatmeal. And it was disgusting and amazing all at the same time. It was just really neat to see how the Essential Zyme had really helped digest that oatmeal. And so that's sort of like what it does for us. It's supporting our digestive system. And so seeing it in such a real way was very cool, very powerful. And so this is a great one. This one, let's see, 1 capsule 3 times a day as needed. I think this would be great, especially if you're in a situation where you maybe don't have as much control over what you're eating, where your body might need a little bit of support for your digestive system. So super cool to see that one in action. If you get this one, definitely do that as a little science project. If you have kiddos, they will think that you are so cool.
Okay, now I know it's hard. You're gonna have to read my lips. Oh gosh, I feel bad that she can't hear. Sorry, I'm typing a message, or maybe she can see the message. So anyway, so I have seen that experiment done with detoxime too. So that may be one that they used at that event too. It might. I know Essential Zyme isn't a capsule that you can break open, so I'm not sure. So can you hear me, Candace? No. Okay. I feel bad. Okay. Yeah, I had stopped talking, so you couldn't hear me, but now my mic might be jiggly. I don't know. I'm jiggly. Okay, hang on just a second. Let me look at my I don't know why it would be causing problems. Okay, I turned my mic up, so hopefully that's not too loud for people. Is it too loud? Okay, I'm going to keep going, and then if you guys have something to say, I just don't want to keep everybody on here forever because we're having technical issues. So multi-greens, oh my gosh, so this one is fabulous. So it is a nutritious chlorophyll formula designed to boost vitality by working with the glandular, nervous, and circulatory systems. So this one is so powerful, and I can't believe I waited so long in order to incorporate it into my daily routine. So it is made with spirulina, alfalfa sprouts, barley grass, bee pollen, yellow throw, and Pacific kelp. So one thing I want to let you guys know, so I try to stay gluten-free, and I was taking this supplement, and now I just kind of discovered that wheatgrass probably is not the best thing for me to be taking on a regular basis. But I do want to say I really didn't notice any negative, the typical results that I get when I have ingested gluten. So just keep that in mind. If you are sensitive to gluten, you'll want to keep that in mind that this does have wheatgrass, and then it may be that you could still use it and benefit from that as well. But that's something to keep in mind. It does contain the oils rosemary, lemon, lemongrass, and melissa. So melissa is one of the most expensive oils. I can't believe they put it in this supplement. It is so beneficial for your body, and it's a great way to get it. So this one is an excellent source of natural vitamins and mineral, including vitamin K and magnesium. So we're going to talk about magnesium again when we talk about mineral essence. So lots of good stuff here that is excellent for energy support. So if you kind of tend to have sinkers in the afternoon, multi-greens in the afternoon is going to be really helpful. And that's when I take it. I tend to take one in the morning and two in the afternoon, and it is really helpful. So, and it does, the directions do say to take it 1 hour before meals. So, and if you do have a sensitive stomach, you will want to take it with your meals. So keep that in mind. So, okay, we're going to talk about omega Jis.
Okay, so Omega Jis is up next, and this one combines the power of 3 core daily supplements. That's the omega-3 fatty acids, vitamins D3, and CoQ10. So this may support general wellness. It supports normal brain, heart, eye, and joint health. And these supplements are combined with a proprietary essential oil blend to create an omega-3 DHA-rich fish oil supplement. And this one, I think it's 2 capsules twice a day. And this is one that my mom and my grandparents started taking, and they really loved it. And they were actually talking about it one day, and I think it was my mom that said something to the effect of, I wish I'd known about this 20 years ago, or where was this 30 years ago? And I thought, hey, that's me. I'm you 20 or 30 years ago. And so why not be proactive in my health instead of constantly being reactive when I'm older? And so this is one that I think when you take it, you appreciate it, but definitely too, when you go a few days without it, if you're traveling or if you just forget for a few days, it's one of those that you're like, oh man, I missed this one. So Omega Jis has been a huge part of my mom's wellness journey. And I know just for everyone, I mean, brain, heart, eye, and joint health, that's fantastic support for your whole body. And those essential oils being in there are a great part of helping your body absorb and use those fatty acids and vitamins. So this is one that I'm doing as much because, like I said, I heard my mom and my grandpa say, oh, where was this, 20 or 30 years ago about being proactive. So the next one I want to talk about is sulfurzyme, and this one combines MSM, which is a naturally occurring organic form of dietary sulfur, with wolfberry powder, and it supports joint health. It supports your recovery time and acute inflammation after exercise. So if you've just started working out again after a while maybe of a break, this is a great one to help you with that recovery time. And this one is 2 capsules twice a day. And I thought it was interesting. Recently, there was a hand model interviewed for a newspaper. And she talked about sulfurzyme being part of her regimen to keep her hands looking their best. And part of that is because one of the main components of your fingernails is actually MSM. And so I thought that was really interesting. But sulfurzyme is another just great one. And again, one that maybe if you forget to take it for a few days, you will probably notice. But I love the idea that it does help with that acute inflammation and supports your recovery time, whether it's exercise or just life, I think, too, sometimes. So sulfurzyme is another one that we really like. So up next, I'm going to talk about Superbee. This might be my most favorite of the ones that I get to talk about. This one is amazing. It contains all 8 B vitamins. So I think that's really important, including Origin FA, which is a natural folate source. It has nutmeg essential oil and bioavailable chelated minerals to support your energy levels, your mood, and cardiovascular and cognitive function. So we take Superbee, my husband and I both do. He's actually the one that kind of started with it. I was trying to give him a natural and healthy way to support his energy level, particularly in the afternoon. And so he started taking this in the afternoon, and then I started taking it shortly after. They've recently reformulated it, and one of the things that they did was give it that mood supporting vitamin, and so B vitamin. And so I took it as much for that and for energy. Like Susan said, I have 4 young kids, and they keep me hopping, and I need that energy support. So Superbee has become a fixture in our home, and it's super inexpensive. I mean, this is a really economical option just to provide you with that energy support, your B vitamins, and the mood elevating part of it, I think is a really big benefit too. So like I said, we like to take 1 a day in the afternoon, but you can take 2, I think it says even, when you need a little bit of extra support maybe. So that is definitely a favorite in our house.
Yes, I will piggyback that. It is definitely one. So I struggled with emotional support for years and years and years. I mean, that is where I started my journey with Young Living, and I wish I would have started adding some of these supplements in instead of just going right to the oils. I mean, Young Living has great oils, but there are so many supplements that can be so beneficial to help support our wellness. And so when you start adding some of the supplements in, it really can make a difference. And I think you really will notice your body responding well. So speaking of body responding well, mineral essence. So if you have hung around me, you already know how I feel about mineral essence. So usually I have my little bottle here, but I didn't get any of that. So mineral essence is a full spectrum ionic mineral complex. It is enhanced with essential oils as well. This is my famous quote that I will preach from the mountaintop. So Linus Pauling, who's a PhD, he's a 2-time Nobel Prize winner, says you can trace every sickness, every disease, and every ailment to a mineral deficiency. So I believe him, and I believe that quote, but even if maybe there was some discrepancy, I'm still going to be taking some minerals because there's no reason to take that chance. So plus, I can tell for myself that I have more energy and I feel better. So for those who haven't taken mineral essence before, this is your warning that it is very nasty. It tastes really gross. And you have to decide what is going to, how you're going to get this one down. So for me, I take it in my Ningxia every morning, and I do 5 half-dropper fulls, like the directions say, and put it in my Ningxia with some water, and then I drop the mineral essence, and then I'll usually drop a couple drops of orange or tangerine or something like that, and then I just drink it. And honestly, I really have grown accustomed to that's just how my Ningxia tastes. So that's how I get it down. I know some people that have taken the mineral essence in capsules, but you're going to take a lot of capsules to do that. But it is definitely powerful. And I loved that master formula also had magnesium in it and some other mineral components. So I think when you group those 2 together, it's going to be a real powerful combination to help your body just perform at its optimum wellness. So how long? I would say a bottle lasts me about 40 days. I would say it's not one bottle a month, but I would say about 40 days. So Yeah. So, okay. So we're going to move on and talk about MindWise. So this one got a lot of attention when it was released, and then it kind of has drifted away a little bit. And to be honest, we have had a bottle of MindWise in our house, and my husband and I both started taking it just because of some family history of some things that we wanted to make sure our wellness was at tip-top shape. And so, but the worst part was is we would forget to take it. So that just goes to show you that we really needed it. So, but it is a powerful brain health serum. So if you need any kind of brain support, and obviously I did because I couldn't remember to take it, this is really one that is good for you. And I love when it was released, there was just a lot of conversation about, you know, how this could be really beneficial for all age groups, especially older folks who need that additional brain support. So it does combine an exotic Sasha Inchi nut oil with a proprietary blend of pure essential oils. It supports normal brain function and cognition, and supports normal heart health and cardiovascular function. So a lot of really good things in here. So the directions say, so you can see there again, there's the CoQ10, you've got turmeric, lots of good stuff that are in this one here. So then you want to make sure you shake it well before you use it, and these directions are on there. So for adults that are older than 12, you take 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. For children, and this is a great one for kids, and this is one of the reasons that it was developed for a certain population of children. For ages 4 to 12, it's 1 to 2 teaspoons per day. So, and it is not nasty. So, no, it is very similar to Ningxia, but it's a little thicker consistency. So I would mix it with something else just to make it easy. You could put it in something and nobody would even know. So, so that's kind of how we were taking it when we remembered. But it is definitely one to consider if you have family members that need extra brain support. So, and all that good stuff.
Okay, so up next is longevity, and this one is a blend of fat-soluble antioxidants. It includes thyme, orange, and frankincense. Frankincense. It also contains clove essential oil, which is nature's strongest antioxidant, which protects your DHA levels and promotes healthy cell regeneration. Longevity is another one that my grandparents and my mom were taking and really speaking highly of. And I just thought, you know what? As a woman, when you hear the word antioxidants, your ears perk up a little bit. And I thought, hey, I can get a jump start on things and be taking this now. And I really like, too, that it has frankincense in it. We all know how amazing frankincense is, and this is a great way to get it where it's already in a capsule for you. It's super convenient. It's just 1 capsule a day. And clove is, like the slide says, it is an antioxidant powerhouse. It is just really an amazing oil in and of itself too. So I like the convenience of this. It's very convenient. We do also have longevity essential oil where you can make your own capsules, but why would you do that when this is already done for you? The oil is probably great for other things, but I just really like this convenience. And it also supports your liver and immune function. And when you take it daily, it can strengthen your body's systems. So again, this is another one just for overall, for your whole entire body. But like I said, as women, we hear antioxidants, our ears perk up a little, we pay a little more attention. And so this is a great one that we've started using very recently. But again, just having that wisdom of my mom and my grandparents to be able to say, oh, I wish I would have started taking this sooner. It's another way that I can be proactive.
Perfect. I know. So I will say I took longevity in the capsules for a while. And then being the frugal person that I am, I was like, oh, I'm buying the oil because I think it would probably work out to be a little bit cheaper to make my own capsules. Well, then what would happen, and I was lazy and I didn't even make the capsules, and so then I wasn't taking the supplement. And so I could tell a difference. It just, it's just really amazing. People are like, how can you tell? I think I can't even sometimes describe how I can tell. But so I went back to the capsules, like Candace said. It is just so convenient, and there is a powerhouse in this particular supplement. So, you know what? I'm not going to address the autoimmune disease. I can't really address that here on this. And then, how many supplements do you take a day? Oh, that's a good question. I'll let Candace answer this as well. So right now, I do take a multivitamin. I do take Superbee. I take Sulfurzyme, and then I take Longevity, and then I do have the Omega Gies. And then I'm trying to think of what we talked about here. And then I take Mineral Essence with Ningxia Red. So, so I do have, I call it the old people like pill tray thing. Like, I'm like, who would have thought that it's all for good? It's like I have this nice organized, morning, afternoon pill organizer, so I can put it all together and I don't have to think about it. So, yeah. So it was a way that I take it. So let me see. I'll type in here for Candace to answer on her. She can't, because she can't hear me. I feel bad. She's done great because she can't even hear. Oops.
Let's see. Superbee, Longevity, Omega Gies, Thyromin. That's one we didn't talk about tonight, but check that out. Let's see. You can see behind me. I still have actually some Master Hers, but I will say, again, attending that Young Living event back in March, when I heard them talking about Master Formula, I was blown away. I mean, I just realized this is probably the most well thought out vitamin that I've ever heard of. I mean, I was really blown away by it. So that's one I want to add. I also take multi-greens, and I'm a big fan of ImmuPro. That's one that I take as well. So I don't even know how many that is. It's a lot. And I'll be honest, I'm not as consistent as I should be. I saw in the comments pill box. I need a pill box because I'm not super consistent, and I need to be. I feel like I struggle with that a little bit. But I would say most days I'm taking probably 3 to 7, depends on the day.
Mm-hmm. So Master Formula took the place, Master Formula took the place of our Master Hers and Master His multivitamin. So it is really the only multivitamin that Young Living has now to offer. And I will agree, and I'll piggyback on what she says. Yeah, so 30-day supply, so you have your packets. But I do feel if you were to look at the ingredients and what was included in the Master Formula, there may be some of the other supplements. Like for me, if I was taking Master Formula, I don't feel like I would need to add Omega Gies because of the same elements that were going to be, included in the Master Formula. So, and it could be if you don't need the extra emotional support or energy, you could get away with not taking Superbee as well, because the B vitamins in Master Formula are, a good quantity. So it just kind of is looking at, what you feel that your body needs. So anyway, so there is our coverage of the supplements. So we're going to just wrap it up here really quickly. There may be some people that are going to be watching this or maybe joining us tonight that aren't Young Living members, and they're like, how on earth, how do I get these supplements? What do I do? So there are 2 ways that you can get some of the supplements that we talked about tonight. And so one is purchasing as a customer, as a retail customer, and you can just purchase what you need when you want. You can go to the website and do that. You do pay full price, and but that's where we like to share that there is a better way, because there is the better option, which is a wholesale membership. You get a 24% discount. You only have to purchase $50, which is about 50 PV a year. There is no obligation to sell or share with anybody. And then you're eligible for some other special promotions as well. So I'm going to let Candace talk to you a little bit about about what that looks like. So, so like I said, you don't have to sell or share with anybody to keep that wholesale membership, but you do get to have that 24% off. So, oops. I don't think she can hear me. Oh.
Okay, so you are probably in one of three categories at this point. You're saying, oh, well, that was interesting. Thanks so much. And if that's the case, thank you just for spending your time with us this evening and for being here and hearing us out. Or maybe you're interested in some natural options, but maybe not quite ready to jump into these oil-infused supplements. And that's okay too. You know, Susan and I were both at that point not so very long ago. And so that's okay too. But maybe you are the third kind of person. You're the kind of person who says, I want to achieve wellness like I've never known before, and I want to do that in a natural and effective way. And so if that's you, and you are not yet a Young Living member, get ready to have your world rocked, because there's a fantastic option. You can become a Young Living member and you can have access to all of Young Living's products. So the supplements that we talked about tonight, the essential oils, the personal care items, skincare items. Young Living is so much. They have so many amazing, natural, safe products for your family. But you can get all of those items at the wholesale price just by becoming a Young Living member. And there's no pressure to sell or to even ever order again. But the Premium Starter Kit is a huge bang for your buck. You're getting 11 essential oils, a diffuser, samples of Ningxia Red, some sample sachets, and a lifetime wholesale membership for Young Living. So it's a fantastic value. The retail value is almost $300. So this is the best way to get the biggest bang for your buck. So if that's something that you're interested in, please contact the person that invited you to tonight's class. They would love to share with you how you can become a Young Living member as well. Or you're also welcome to contact Susan or myself. But whichever of the three categories you're in, we appreciate your time and your patience with my technical difficulties, and just really appreciate you taking time out of your day to come and hear about some of these things that have changed our lives.
You did great, Candace. Oh my gosh. I think, you know, there's been different times that we've had lots of technical difficulties with Spreecast, but I don't think that we've had one where somebody has had to try to do it and not hear. So yeah, Candace did great. So, all right. So there's your rundown. Obviously, there's more supplements. So we could do a supplements part 2 class maybe in the future. But you know what? I would encourage you, if you have not added supplements, just pick one. You don't, I mean, I always recommend this, even when somebody's wanting to add oils in or anything like that, you want to just add 1 or 2 in, because if you either have a really good response or maybe, you know, things aren't as well as you had hoped, if you are adding too many things, you're not going to know what was the good thing or maybe what was maybe the negative part. So just pick 1 or 2 things and then incorporate that and then do it as a step-by-step thing. So anyway, so thank you so much for joining us, and this class will be here. You're welcome to share this class with other people that you want to give information on supplements, and this is where it will be, the same length, and we will, I love, yes, adding Superbee. Superbee is like the top on the list. You're going to love it. So anyway, so thanks so much for joining us, everybody, and we will be back next month with another one. Hopefully I'll get Candace to volunteer with me again, and we'll be back next month with another class. So good night, everybody.